Okay, here's the 14. It's been 7 months since it's been, well, actually, it's been longer than 7 months since it's run. I've been working on it for 7 months. It's been in storage probably about 9 or 10 months. So, anyway, here's what I did. Clutch case mods are done. Billet oil pump cover. Evo Shift Star, and I painted that cover. And while I was at it, I did this. That is the stock. That's the stock oil pressure sensor. It controls the oil pressure light on the dash, and it goes in here. And I put this cube-shaped adapter in there, and this sensor and that sensor are for aftermarket gauges, which are going to go up to the dash panel. That's just a plug in there. There's another plug on the other side. My main concern is that this is going to leak. I hope it doesn't. I really don't have a lot of experience with plumbing fittings, but seems to me they should probably go in tighter, but I just didn't have room. That cube is not that big, and the sensors would hit each other if I tightened them any farther. I was very careful about counting the number of threads. So I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that this works. But the bike should run. I just hope that oil doesn't squirt out of there if it leaks. If it drips, that would suck. But if it squirts, that would suck more. So anyway, start her up, see what happens. Oh boy. I'm more nervous than when I first got done doing my valve clearance adjustment. I had to shift into neutral. And that shifter is not on all the way. Let's see, first gear. There we go. Should be in neutral. All right. Here goes. Hope I don't hear any funny noises. Hope it doesn't leak. Got our flashlight out of there. I don't want anything to melt. Those wires were wired up so they wouldn't melt against the head pipe. That's why you see these guys here bent over, and they're going to be routed so that they don't touch anything. But right now I don't have the whole wire hooked up. All right. Here goes. Saw that light on for a second. I don't remember what it was. I don't see the engine oil pressure light on at all, which is good. No leaks. You let it run a few seconds. I don't see it leaking at all. That is awesome. I think it's okay. It wasn't leaking down there. I'm gonna put a rag under it after I shut it down, but I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit I might edit that out of the video because I don't want you to sit for 2 minutes waiting for the temperature to come up to operating temperature. Everything seems to be okay. Might have to add a little bit of oil. It was full, but a lot of it drained out when I took that sensor out. All the oil that was before the oil pump drained down and came out of the hole where the sensor was installed when I put the adapter in. Take a look down there again. No, I don't see any problems at all. Boy, I was really nervous about that. That clutch cover is going to probably darken up a little bit and probably gain a little bit of gloss. Once the paint cures, I think it actually cures from the heat of the engine. You can notice this is, I put clear coat on that also, high temperature clear coat. These are shinier, little bit darker and redder. I don't know if the video is going to show it, but this color, I made that color. I made it by spraying 3 colors of paint at the same time before they dried, and came out pretty close. I was comparing it to the engine, to the battery cover. That's not a good idea because all of this frame, all a different color. It's not all the same. The engine covers, everything is slightly different. So probably the best way to paint an engine cover is actually put it on the bike. Paint it or have it right next to the bike so you can see, compare. $49,076 miles. That's when I put it away. I was 49 and the bike turned 49. And that's when we almost did 180. Yeah, we don't see any lights on here except for the neutral light, so that's a good sign. I'm assuming if that oil pressure sensor, the stock one, was not working, that I would have that light going on the dash. But I don't have any smoke coming out of the pipe, so I think it's fine. I think the oil is circulating the way it's supposed to. There we got 3 bars. I'm not going to let it go up to 5. I don't think that's necessary. Take one more look down there. See what we got. Looks okay. Nothing. No. Think I got her. All right. Well, I'm glad. No leaks. I guess the real test will be riding the bike, because the oil pressure is going to come up a lot higher when you get up into the higher RPMs. Although there is a relief valve, so it doesn't get too high. So I would say, if you hit like 5,000 or 6,000 RPM, that's as high as the oil pressure is supposed to get, unless you modify that relief valve or put it in an aftermarket one, which I'm not going to do at this point. I don't think it's necessary. All right, well, that's it. Maybe you hear the rock and roll playing in the background. That's Oz, or Oz is coming on stage later on. That's Kingsford Fest. pretty cool. Nice night. Beautiful Upper Michigan night in my beautiful storage unit. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Talk later.